Well, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. I'm Cheryl I'm Cheryl Elegant. I'm Cheryl Abernathy, and I'm the owner of Elegant Sentiments, and this is our weekly card share number 59. So I thank you so much for joining, and for those that will watch the replay later, thank you for watching that as well. I'm back today with my wonderful Lisa Horton Crafts products, and today's product I'm using one of her newer ones. This is the Best Wishes frame set, and this is a die set. Um, Actually, there's no stamping on today's card. This die set, it's nested frames, and it's got a little flower and flower center, and then the die cut sentiment Best Wishes. And then I've got quirky vases, and this is another new one, and it's got several different, I won't open it up, but we got several different vases there, and we're going to be using this vase for today's project. And we have her Crackle 3D embossing folder that we're going to use to add a little texture. And then the Blooming Lovely die. We'll use one flower for this one. It'll actually be, I think this flower is the one that we're using for today's project. So those are the core projects. The ink or products, the inks that we're using, these are the new metallic, some of the new metallic inks. There are 11 of them altogether, and 4 of them are here. I've got Sunshine, which is a nice pretty yellow, Love Struck, which is the pink, Ultraviolet, which is a lovely deep purple, and then Mojito, which is a nice bright green. And then the Silver Shine, this is the one that's been out for a little while now. So those are the products, and here is today's card. And it's really hard to see the shine that's on there. If I turn it this way, you can see some of the shimmer, but it's got a nice just smooth shimmer to it. But this is today's card, so we'll go ahead and get started with that. The first thing I want to do, I've got a piece of cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. No, this is larger. This is A2 size. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I was right the first time. And so we're going to use this to emboss this front panel. And okay. And so I'll just put this in, and it'll put this embossing folder it'll put a little rim all the way around our panel, which is really nice. So we'll have the texture, and then it'll be like a little frame almost. So let me go ahead. I got to change my plates out here. I hope you're having a good day. My day's been kind of crazy, but that's okay. We're here now, and I'm happy about that. Always happy in my craft room. So let me go ahead and run this through. Okay. So this will just put a nice textured background for our card there. You know what? I didn't get that very straight. I think I want to do that a second time, because I didn't do a good job of putting that into the folder. So let me get another piece that I've got cut here, and we'll give that another try, because I at least want the sides to be even, and I wasn't paying attention when I put my folder into this into the embossing folder. Oops, let me get it right now. It needs to be even on both sides. That looks a little better. Okay, we'll try it again. nobody would notice it but me, but that's okay. There we go. That's better. So it's even on both sides, and the top and bottom is even, so that looks a lot better. So then we're going to, the next thing we need to do is work on our, I'm going to set this aside, and then we'll work on our frames. So I die cut, let me get these dies back in here, and I'll show you what I did. Again, these are the best Wishes dies, and then when I die cut it, it gives you 3 pieces if you use the top 2 dies. So these 2 dies here, the 2 largest dies, will give you these 3 pieces. So that's what I did to die cut. And then I'm going to pull these aside. This outer rim, the outer part of the frame, I did in Silver Shine. So I'll get that out, and then I just inked it up all the way around. With the Silver Shine, is nice and shiny. And this color is really, really shiny on black cardstock. But I'm not going to ink that all the way around, but you see what I did. So I did the Silver Shine for the outside, and then for this inner double frame, I used the Ultraviolet, and that's this one. I'll show you these colors because they're really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. And that's what I used to ink up this frame. And then for the center, let me get this silver off of my mat here. And then for the silver, I used this Ultraviolet just around the inside of the, or the edges of that. I just went all the way around with this beautiful purple. Grab a piece of, oops, I wasn't paying attention and my fingers had ink on them. So I don't want ink on the middle of my card. So just go all the way around with this beautiful ultraviolet purple. And it's metallic ink, and it's got a nice little shine to it. And I'm gonna deepen this a little more than I did with my sample, just because I can. And I love this color. It's such a nice rich purple. And just kind of go all the way around this piece. So it doesn't take too much to put this one together. Just starting off of the paper and coming onto the cardstock. Kind of helps prevent getting the big blotches. If you watch this video and you like you like my card, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you don't like it, let me know too. And give me if you have suggestions on something you'd like to see me do differently, or if you just think it's horrible, you can tell me and tell me why. I'd love to hear from you. And you can check me out. I'm also on my blog on Wednesdays. I had a blog post yesterday on elegantsentiments.com. And then my Facebook page, Elegant Sentiments Limited. I'd love it if you'd come over there and follow me over there, join. I want to do lives in both places. So trying to get some subscribers over there as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel here, please do that. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you are looking for Lisa Horton products, you can find them. Now, let me fix this here. I'm paying attention. You can find her products here in the States on scrapbook.com. Simon Says Stamp carries some of her products. And you can also find them Inky Stamper. I just found them recently, so you can check them out as well. Okay. So that's all we have to do for that piece. And that's the center of our card. And so now we can work on our flower and our vase. So I got the die for my vase, and I'm going to die cut this and then run it through the embossing folder to put some texture on it. So this is just a piece of Spellbinders matte silver cardstock. I wanted it to be a little less shiny than the silver that's on the frame, so that's why I went with that. But you could actually ink up a piece of white cardstock using the Silver Shine ink, metallic ink, and that would look beautiful as well. So you can use a different color if you want. Sky's the limit. So here's our little frame. I put this die back. And there's our little frame. And then I'm going to bring back the Crackle embossing folder and put a little texture on that base. So we'll just pop this into the base, into the embossing folder. Well, maybe if you get it open. There we go. And run that through my machine real quick. And so we have our vase. And now let's do our flower. I did go ahead. These are 2 die cuts from the Blooming Flowers that I had showed you earlier. Let me pull this back out. Blooming Lovely. And I just put these 2 pieces, I die cut those, and white cardstock, and then we'll just ink those up. And I'm going to use some, this is Sunshine, one of the new metallic inks. Isn't that nice and pretty? So we're going to ink that up. And just starting on the edges, just going around and carrying that color down almost into the center, but not quite. And just go all around like so. Really easy. And then just bring that color on down, not all the way. We'll leave a little bit of room because we're going to add a little bit of the pink love struck right there in the middle. So we'll just take our little stencil brush and ink that up. Okay, so that's the Love's or Sunshine ink. And next we're going to bring in the Love Struck, which is a pink ink. And just add just a teeny bit of color going out from the center. Not a lot. Try not to get my fingernail in the way. Just a little bit of pink right there. Okay, and that is it for our flower in terms of color. And in that's such, I'm gonna, let me show you, get a piece of scrap so you can see how pretty this color is. Isn't that pretty? And it's got a nice, I don't even know if you can see that shimmer on there or not. No, I guess you can kind of see it, but it's very shimmery, and the more when it dries, it gets there's more shimmer to it. But it's so pretty. So she's got 10 new colors out in her metallic inks, and these are just 4 of those colors. So one of the other colors is a vibrant green, and that's what I'm going to use for the leaves. It's called Mojito. So bring that in. Very pretty. Where's my little holder piece again? And I'm just going to ink it up. Grab my brush and just, I want that nice and solid, so you can just ink, ink, ink away. It's really pretty. I don't want to, there. And flip it around and get the other end of our little piece. Get back up there. There we go. And just ink that up. Nice and easy. Okay. So let me get this out the way. And I'm going to move this over. Looks like, did I miss a spot there? Looks like I might have. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so that takes care of that part. So we've got all of our little parts now. So I'm going to get my foam squares, and using large and small foam squares for this one. And we'll start with, the first thing I think I want to do is adhere this to my card base. This is an A2 card base, and we're just going to put that onto the card front very quickly. I really like textured backgrounds. I think they just add such a nice element to your card, especially if it's going to be white like this one. Get that on there straight. And if you have trouble getting those panels on absolutely straight like that, you can always put them in your MISTI, if you have one of those, in that corner, and you'll be able to get it on perfectly every time. So we've got our card base done. Now I'm going to put our 2 frames down. So we've got our silver frame, and it's going to go down first. And I like to do a little dry fit first just to look at it and see where I want it to go. And then I'll take some glue and put that on. And then, well, okay, there we go. Time for a new glue bottle, I think. I've been putting it off and putting it off. And I think it's time to just bite the bullet, put a new one on. And then we'll just put some glue randomly around. Just want to make sure you get those corners down pretty good. And just dot it. Or if you don't not want to fool with doing this glue, you can always do the double-sided adhesive when you die cut. I do that sometime when things are really intricate. I'll use that, but something like this is pretty straightforward, that I can manage to keep the glue on the cardstock and not on the front of it. I'll just use this. So we just want to go ahead and put this on our card front. And try and get it straight before I push it down. I'm looking at these corners right there. That looks about right. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing with the purple frame. Ink it up and then stick it down. If you happen to watch this on a replay, leave me a comment and let me know where you're watching from. And if you have ideas for things you'd like to see, let me know. I'll try to accommodate you. Eventually, I'm just expecting that I'm going to have lots of viewers and I'll be able to start doing giveaways during my lives. But we are where we are for now. Okay. And then we just put that down in, and it fits right down in there, just like so. I love these. They're so cute. They're really kind of whimsical. I like them. And then we'll glue down our center of the frame, our Best Wishes frame. And stick it down in there. Hold that for a second. I love purple and silver. I think look really pretty together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put some, and if you were more adventurous than I, these are all of her metallic inks are water reactive. You could spritz that and really get some unique looking backgrounds. I'm not that adventurous yet. I'm working on it though. I hope to, let's see, will this fit? I think it'll just, no, better not chance it. I'll cut it down a little bit before I put that piece up there. And I could have moved that one up a little bit, but oh well, we got it on there. And so I'll get my scissors here and trim this just a teeny bit. And put it up on the neck of the vase, making sure I leave a little bit of room to stick my floral piece on. Get these out of the way. And then we'll just bring our bottom of our vase down to the bottom of the frame there, the inside of the frame, and stick that on. And I don't want to put that down too hard, too close yet, because I want to make sure my stem is right there in the center. Then I'll push it down. And then I'll just let the leaves go loose, and I'll use a smaller foam square, one of the little ones, the small ones, for the back of the flower. I'll stick one right here. And maybe I'll cut one in half and do the other two. Actually, it might fit on there without even cutting it. Let's see. It's like in my hand more than it. Yeah, it'll be fine on there. So we'll just put one of these on each side. Actually, we'll use this little piece that I cut off from my base, so I won't have any waste going. Maybe we'll put that on here. Nope, too wide. We'll just do this. Okay, and then we'll adhere this to the stem. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Where did I put my glue? Here it is. I'm going to put a teeny bit of glue right on the base where there isn't a foam square, just to make sure that stays down. Oops. Well, maybe I will put a foam square on there because it's not happy with that. Not enough to stick. So add a foam square. Little baby one. And try and get that off. Up to there. There we go. And one more to come off. And still got my little dab of glue there, so I think we should be fine there. And then we'll just put that onto the top of our little stem. Let that connect for a bit. And then the only thing we need to do now is add our sentiment and our gems, and we'll be able to call this one complete. And I've got a little hello for this one. And this is Spellbinders, I think it's Perfect Sentiments. I put which one this was in the description on the video. So if you want to know exactly which Spellbinder foil plate, I like this one because it gives you several sentiments all in one plate, so you can foil one time and get a bunch of sentiments. I think there's four or five sentiments, may even be six sentiments at one time, and then you cut it once and die cut it once, and you're good to go. So we're going to just stick that hello right there. Let's see. I want to make sure that's straight though. You don't want it crooked. Why does that look? That looks very crooked because it is very crooked. There we go. Let me put the card straight and then that'll help, I think. Yeah, that looks straight. And then we're going to finish up with some Silver Mix gems by Spellbinders. They got a ton of colors. I use Silver Mix and Spectrum a lot. And we'll use one of these big ones for the center of the flower. We got sparkle everywhere. We got shine on our sentiment and on our frame and on our flowers. And then I'll use some of these babies just to sprinkle some additional. And this is really optional. It's fine. You could leave it just like that actually, but I always have to be a little extra in adding more bling. And I think that's all this needed. Maybe a couple more. Why not? Why not? Okay, so there we go. That is today's project. I thank you so much for stopping by. Remember to give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular card, and I will be back next Thursday with a video. The next 2 Thursdays will be videos. I won't be live, but I will have some cards crafted for you next Thursday. The following Thursday, I'm off, and then I'll be back on at the first Thursday in March. So I thank you so much for stopping by. Please continue to support my channel by giving me a thumbs up and sharing it, like it, and we will see you in a few weeks. I'll be back next week actually on video. So we thank you so much. Have a fantastic week. And until next time, live graciously. Bye for now.